ज्ञानमयी ज्योतिर्मयी मरियं तु दयामयी मरियं तु दयामयी मरियं तु दयामयी.
Hi, I'm Gayatri Gohil. Hello children, welcome back to your online classes. Today we are going to study your next poem, The Squirrel. But before we start that, tell me Astha, what is your favorite animal? Dog, right? Mahi, yours? A cat. And Astha? A rabbit, right? So all of you like these cute, fluffy animals that you can play with, right? But nobody talks about a squirrel. So here we have the poet who has observed a squirrel, noticed it very carefully, and he has written a poem about the squirrel. So today we are going to see what all this poet has observed. But before that, you tell me, have you seen a squirrel? I don't think there is anyone who has never seen a squirrel. Huh, Kunj? You have seen a squirrel, right? So tell me, what have you noticed? How does a squirrel behave? Does it sit quietly in a corner? Does it keep moving? Is it a shy creature or is it a naughty creature? What does it eat? Where does it stay? You know all these things. So come on, grab your book, grab your pen and note all this down. And then at the end of the poem, we will see how many of these things match with what the poet has observed. Okay, let's see. Here, the squirrel. He wore a question mark for tail and overcoat of grey. Now the first thing that the poet has noticed over here is that the squirrel has a tail which forms a question mark. Look at this picture. Can you see the question mark? Yes? The other thing that he has noticed is an overcoat of grey. Now what is an overcoat? Now when we feel cold, when it is very cold, what do? We wear long coats. Yes or no? So such long coats are called overcoats. So here the poet is saying that it seems like the squirrel is wearing an overcoat of grey color. Now tell me something. The word wears, do we usually use it for animals? Do we ever say that animals wear coats? No. But here the poet has used this word to create a rhythm for the poem, right? So here an overcoat of grey means it feels like the squirrel is wearing an overcoat of grey color. What else did he notice? He sat up straight to eat a nut. He liked to tease and play. So what else did he see? He sees that when the squirrel wants to eat a nut, it sits up straight. And it does not sit quietly even when he is eating. It will keep moving from here and there. He likes to tease and play, like many of you here. I have noticed during recess hours, even while you are eating, if somebody calls you, if your friends comes and say that, come on, we are going to play football. So your lunch will be kept aside and you will go and start playing, right? Because you do not like to sit at one place. You like to keep moving, you like to keep playing, you like to mingle with your friends. Similarly, the squirrel does not like to sit at one place. It keeps on moving. And if we ran around his tree, he went the other way. Now tell me, have you ever tried to go near a squirrel? What does it do? As soon as you reach a certain point, the squirrel will run away. And where will it go? It will run the opposite direction. If you are coming from here, the squirrel is going to go away that side. So if you try to go around the tree that the squirrel is sitting on, it is going to run in the opposite direction, right? So these are all the things that the poet has noticed in the squirrel. Now come on, cross check. What are the things that you have noticed and what are the things that the poet has noticed? Also, now read this poem carefully again and then see that how many of these characteristics do you people have. Do I need to call some of you squirrels? So here we are going to end our poem and I will see you all in our next lecture. Till then, bye bye.